Good morning and Jai Hind, students. Today, uh, yesterday we studied about the Quran and Islamic thought or Quranic interpretation by the different 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 scholars, Islamic theologians. They now explained the Islam interpretation of Islam, and we have seen that there are many kinds of the explanations and the commentary on Islam, and there are many schools in the Islamic learning now or the in the Islam who interpreted it, who interpreted the Quran in the different way or in their own way. Understand? Now we have seen that, or moreover, the ulama class, which is which class was very much associated with the royal powers, and they were associated with the states and very close to the authorities. And this ulama class now for ulama class interpreted the Islam, or ulama now laid the emphasis. They were much concerned the Sharia should be implemented on the ground or on the different parts of the Islamic states. But we know that now we have also seen that although these Islamic learning or the Islamic beliefs or the Quranic injunctions, on the one hand, remain the dominant at the upper layer, but we see that now the at the distance from the Arab, many areas came under the control of territories, came under the direct control of the Islamic world or Islamic rulers, Muslim rulers. But they had to, these Muslim rulers had to compromise, had to make the compromise with the local and the regional thoughts. So the Islam remained, became the lenient and became and the compromised with the local traditions. Although the new people who had embraced the Islam, understand, now we know that the Muslim invaders, understand, they capture the many territories and the people, understand, and now most of them peoples were the converted into the Islam. But these converted people or the converted people did not accept, understand, they although they accepted the Islam, but along with that they did not live, they did not out to their live out their live out they didn't live out their traditions. They remain cling to their traditions and adheres to their traditions, although they embraced the Islam forcefully and whatever the pressures may be willingly or unwillingly, understand. But here is that they did not left out did not leave out their traditions. They remained very cling to their traditions, and as the Islam had to, or Islamic learning or the Islamic the induction had to compromise with their traditions. So in true sense, in purely the Islam could not be remain or could not be just remain the very pure, understand, or very pure. So it had the Islam had to be the dilated with the local culture, whether they had to compromise with the local culture. We have seen that. So the Quranic learning or the Quranic injunction had been the interpreted with in the different way, understand. Although we have also seen that at the many places Islam is quiet, understand, Islam is silent, unanswered, Quran is unanswered at the many points. But it is the qiyas, through the qiyas, the kaji and the jurist, through the qiyas, they used to, and qiyas means the reasoning, on their basis of the reasoning, they used to fill the gap of the unanswered questions. Understand? So we on the basis of the reasoning they answered. Okay, or we have seen that many of the schools also emerged after the emergence of the after the after this emergence of the Islam. Many Islamic or the many schools that those explained or interpreted the Islam in the various methods or the various way in their own way. They now interpreted it. Students, now today we are going to see and study about the Sufism. Understand? Who were Sufis? Understand? And what is the Sufism? So first of all, students, we should know that who were Sufi and what was the difference between the ulema and the Sufis. The ulemas were also theologians. Understand? Or they had also interpreted the Quran or the Sharia. They followed the Sharia, but they were close to the state power. They were close to the royal authority. They were very close to the royal authority. Understand? Ulemas were the close. They were the now they had the vested interest. Understand? Or they served their interest being very close to the political structures and the political power and the authority, and even the caliphs or the sultan, we can say. So they elevate and they now impart the educations. They were concerned with the teachings, justice, understand, or interpretation of the Quran. This was the work of the ulama class. Understand? Ulama class, these were the scholars, Islamic scholars. Understand? And they were associated with the caliphs or associated with the state. Understand? On the other hand, students, we are going to see about the Sufism. Who were Sufis? The Sufi were those saints among the Muslims, those saints who we know that now after the emergence of Islam, caliphs, they were inclined to form their political power, their political authorities, and as well as they wanted to establish the hereditary states on the basis of the hereditary. Understand? Or on the hereditary states. So now here we are looking that now the sultan or the caliphs who inclined towards the political powers. Understand? Or they began to drift away. By this way, they drifted away from the spirituality. Understand? So there were certain group, some group of the Islamic believers who wanted the Islam or this religion should be completely spiritual. Understand? And that's why they drifted away the caliphs who were inclined or who were now clinging to the power or inclined towards the power. Understand? State power and the positions. So that's why this group now choosing a different way of the reaching at the Allah or becoming the very close to the Allah. Understand? So this group of the people were called as the Sufi. Now the Sufi had this word Sufi had derived from the different words. Safa means the sanctity. Understand? Or the Sufi. It means the woolen clothes. Understand? A clothes made of the woolen. The woolen was supposed to be and Sufi used to put on the woolen clothes, and woolen clothes as a mark of the sanctity, because the woolen clothes were supposed to be or deemed to be deemed to be the very sanctity or deemed to be the very pure. So that's why to put them pure, understand? They used to wear patch clothes and sabi clothes of the woolen, understand? And moreover, they never inclined. These Sufis had the different way of the ibadat, understand? Different way of the praying. They never inclined towards the state power and towards the, they have no any attraction of the worldly materialism, no any attraction, no nothing. They lived in lonely places. They liked and led the ascetics life, and as well as the mysticism. They remained, they followed the austerity, followed the penance, austerity, and the ascetic life, away from the state power and away from the all kind of the worldly attractions, understand? Or now moreover they lived in a lonely places, and now they now lost themselves, understand, and plunged themselves into the unison of the Allah. They associated with the Allah and plunged, understand, in a very mysterious way, plunged in the Allah, and try to try to be the very close to the Allah, try to be the awliya of the Allah, understand, friend of the Allah, understand? So these Sufis now believe in the mysticism, very mysterious way, and they now led the life of the fakir, we can say, understand? Or they had no any attraction of the any donations, charity, no land grants, no anyone in state positions, no, understand? So now students, the one group which emerged from the Islam, that group was called the Sufism, and they believed, they now interpreted the Quran in their own way, in their own different way, interpreted the Quran and or different way, understand? From the, and they were quite against the ulama, interpreted the Islam Quran according as their individual perception or individual experiences, understand? Individual perception or individual experiences. So they interpreted the Quran, understand? And moreover, they believed like the Bhakti saints, but like the Bhakti saint, they also believed in the believe in the dance. Although we know that there is a strictly restriction, the dance, drama, music, and like that, but these Sufis believe in the music, dance, drama, and they sometimes they created the sama. They organized the kawal, understand, a kind of the a specific song, understand, devoted to the Allah, and moreover they they believe in the devotions to the Allah, dance, or they sometimes created the ecstasy, understand, by the music and the dance, understand? And these conditions of the and the position, that conditions, that point of the ecstasy was the at the point of the meeting with the Allah, to be the very close to the Allah, understand students? So that these Sufi saints were the different from the ulama, understand? Or they had their very the hard life and or live in the austerity, okay, or mysticism or the asceticism. So these now students, a group of religious minded people in medieval Islam known as the Sufis, I have already mentioned, and moreover, and sought to a deeper and more personal knowledge of the God. They wanted to seek and find out or investigate a more personal knowledge of God through how? Through the asceticism, that the rahbaniya, by the asceticism and as well as mysticism. Okay, through this way they wanted to discover the Allah and the God more and the wanted to acquire the more knowledge, okay, personally wanted to achieve the more knowledge, secure the more knowledge about the Allah, about the God by the ascetic or the mystics way. Understand? Moreover, students, the more society gave itself up to the material pursuits and the pleasure. Now we see that after the establishment of the Islam, most of the people, Islamic people now, they embraced and preferred to lead the life of the material pursuits, life of the worldly gain, material pursuits and the pleasure. The more the Sufis sought to the renounce, and on the other hand, the Sufi wanted to renounce. They renounced the world, juhud. They wanted to renounce and renunciation of this world. Understand? That is called the juhud. And rely on the God alone, tawakkul. Only the belief in the Allah. Relied on the Allah. That is called the tawakkul. This is the known as the tawakkul. And moreover, in the 8th and 9th centuries, ascetic inclinations were the elevated to the higher stage of the mysticism. And now moreover, in the 8th and 9th century, ascetic inclinations, understand, they are to be the celibacy and the life of the detachment from this world. Their inclinations were the elevated to the higher stage of the mysticism, and they led the ascetic life, and then after this ascetic life raised the higher stage of mysticism, that is the tasawuf. This is the mysticism, एक रहस्यवादी, एक रहस्यवाद, understand, or mysticism by the ideas of pantheism and the law, by the idea of pantheism, to believe in the Allah and at the love. Understand? Pantheism in the believe in the God, understand, and as well as in the love. In the Bhakti movement sense also, the Bhakti, now the Bhakti saints, understand, devoted, they had the devotions, love and devotions for the devotions towards the God, and the love on pantheism. What is the pantheism? Is an idea of oneness of God. This pantheism is the idea of oneness. The God is one, and His creation, which implies that the human soul must be united with the Maker. And this, according to the pantheism, God is one, and after the death, human, along with that, human souls must be united with its Maker, means the God and Allah. Allah is a creation, God is a creator of this world and all the human beings, and so after that, and this soul is a part of the Allah or the God. So after the death, that soul assimilates with the soul of the God. With the God, that assimilates. Okay? So we have a Adatyavad. Shankaracharya had also said that after the death, these all souls, understand, after the demise, now assimilated with the Brahma. Understand, the greater soul. Understand, in universe assimilates with in the universal souls of the Brahma. So now similarly, here they said that after the demise, understand, now the soul assimilates with the Allah, the Maker. Unity with God can be achieved through an intense love of the God. Unity with God can be achieved. Now, how can a bhakt, how can a devotees be united with the God, united with the God, be the part of the God? So because this is the bhakti, the intense love for the God, means the intense ishq and the love for the God. So this intense love and Ishq will now lead a bhakta or a devotees with the assimilation with the God. Understand? Moreover, which the woman saints Rabia of the Basra, understand the town, where the Rabia, one of the devotees, women devotees, like the in the Bhakti saints, we know the Meera, understand, you know very well, Meera, then or a Meera, or others say Andal or the Meera, or other there are many of the women saints are there. So amongst that, in the Muslim saints, in the Islam, Rabia of the Basra preached in her poems. Now she composed her poem, or Bayezid Bistami, an Iranian Sufi. Understand? So this bhakti or Sufism was taught by the Rabia. Rabia had written this condition that in her poem, understand, about the bhakti, and Bayezid Bistami, an Iranian Sufi, Bayezid Bistami, an Iranian Sufi, was the first to teach the importance of submerging the self, and the first to first now importance of the submerging the self fana in God. One thing is that Rabia preached in her poems Bayezid Bistami. Understand? Bistami, or the Iranian Sufi. He is also a Sufi, a saint, Iranian saint, was the first to teach the importance of submerging the self in the God. And first of all, understand, Bayezid had devised this submerging with the God. Understand? And the submerging the self means fana in the God. Sufi used the musical concert. I have already mentioned that the Sufi now wants to create a state of ecstasy by the sama, by the music, by the concert to induce the ecstasy and stimulate emotions in of the love and passion. Now through the sama, they creates the love and passion and the emotion towards the God, towards the Allah. Understand? So the shama, a musical concert is organized by the Sufis to create a passion, emotions, and the love. Understand? And the depth love with the God, to the Allah. And now, students, moreover, Sufi is the open to all the regardless. It is Sufi now. One thing is that when the Sufism after the advent of the Turks in India, Sufism and Sufis also came to the India. Understand? And Sufis now laid the much emphasis. The Sufi laid the much emphasis on the. They did not regard the any caste or the creed and the high and low. No status, no positions, no caste, no categories. They did not, and they embraced all. They opened the gate for the coming and for the joining of the all sects, all, whether the higher people, whether the lowest. Understand? All were welcomed in the Sufi orders, welcomed in the Sufism, and moreover, open the regardless status or the gender, even there was no barrier of the gender. Okay, or here the Dhulnun Misri, whose grave can be still, and Dhulnun Misri, understand, whose grave can still be the seen near the pyramids in the Egypt, can be declared before the Abbasid Khalifa. Understand what he declared? He dared to declare. Understand? Now, Al Mutawakkil, that he learned true Islam from an old woman. Learned the true Islam from not the Quran, not the Sarah and Sharia or not the any saints. He learned the truth of the Islam from old women and the true cavalry, horse riding, riding from a water carrier, not from the any state trainers. Now, and by making religion more personal, religion became the more personal, not no other the ulemas. Understand? Less institutional, or it was it is the religion is not institutional. It is the more personal. Understand? Now, okay, if you having the ibadat or the prayer yourself to the God, and you try to the unison or by the bhakti to the God yourself, understand? So this is the main way. Understand? This is the personal attachment with the God, not the institutional. Means not the mediation by the any the Brahmins or whether in the Muslims by the ulema. They are not no anyone is the mediator. The one can make it or assimilate it oneself. Understand? In the pursuit of the God, preferred God. Understand? Or achieve the closeness or the nearness. Understand? And the blessings of the God. I am telling that this is the, or here we see that the Sufis gained popularity, and the now gradually Sufi became in the very popular among the common man and posed a challenge to the orthodox Islam. So the in this way Sufism posed a challenge to the orthodox Islam. Those who believe in the Sarah and Sharia, understand, or in the traditional Islam, they were challenged by the Sufi saints, understand, by their liberal attitudes, through their love and bhakti, and through their own individual concept towards the God, make them very popular and close to the common man. Very close and large scale common man now came very close to the Sufi saints in the Islamic state. Okay, students, now moreover, they came very close to the Islamic state. Okay, and more, or an alternative vision of God and the universe were developed by Islamic philosophers and scientists under an influence of Greek philosophy. We know that, and the philosophy and science. One another views or the beliefs also emerged in the Islamic state, and that views was completely influenced by the Byzantine culture, by the Byzantine civilization. Now we know that certain most of the part of the Byzantine Empire had been the control, understand, controlled by the Arabs and the Islamic states. Understand? So now even those Byzantine cultures and the Greek cultures were still having their influence over the Islamic people. Okay, so in what way that new philosophy influence and the science during the 7th century, remnant of the and the remains, remnant means the remains, understand, remains of the Greek culture would still be found in the Byzantine or Sasanian empires. Still the remains or the remnants and fragments of the Byzantine culture could be the find whether in the Byzantine or as well as Sasanian empires. Means the Sasanian empires or empire of the Iran or the Persia. You can see that if you have the map, you can turn the map, find out the map where you can see that the Sasanian now ruled over the Iranians area or Sasanian, although they were slowly dying, and these Sasanians were slowly dying gradually, and in the schools of Alexandria or where the slowly dying, this Byzantine Empire was losing its importance gradually, or in the schools of Alexandria, Syria and the Mesopotamia. Alexandria की schools में, Syria की schools में, और or the Mesopotamia schools may once this area had been under the control of the Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, Greek philosophy, understand, or mathematics, medicines were taught along with the other subject in the schools also. Okay, and the Umayyad or Abbasid caliphates, now they were very much inclined, and they took the interest in the translation of different subjects into the God translated the different the knowledge and the subjects, understand, of the different stream, understand, into the Arabic language. They got translated, understand, or got translated the many other books, and on the mathematics, on the philosophy, understand, on the politics, on the literature. Many books got translated into the Arabic language for the expansion of the knowledge amongst the Islamic people. Understand? So next I suppose that the time is coming closer. The students, you must have understand the Sufism, understand, or the ulama Orthodox Muslims, how the Sufism emerged. I suppose that you know. Okay, thank you very much. The next day.